to turn crypto into a personal banking platform. And that to me is the most exciting aspect of DeFi. And then you start applying that to corporations, then you start extending NFTs and smart contracts in particular.
Welcome back to Investment Tribe, where you've subscribed because you want to learn all about cryptocurrencies, NFTs, and other digital assets. Don't forget to leave us a thumbs up and enable the notifications so you'll be alerted whenever we post a new video. Today, we're going to show you a new way to earn money using crypto that is, we think, the least risky way. This is something we've talked about many times before, but today, we will look at different ways to make money off of it. What we're talking about is DeFi, or decentralized finance. So be sure to watch till the end of the video. But before we start, we need to include the disclaimer that this is not a financial advice in any way, shape, or form. This is purely for educational purposes. We're not professionals. We're just enthusiasts. Invest at your own risk, okay? Let's begin. When we think of making money from crypto, we think of buying low and then selling high once the price skyrocketed. We consider them as stocks, just watching the market constantly and then selling at the right time. Many investors do not gain a very good profit out of it, or worse, even lose money when they think they're profiting. Crypto is much more than buying low, selling high, and hodling. So we will show you ways on how to make money in DeFi even if the price dipped to 50%. In fact, you can even make a better profit using these methods. The first way is through lending. It's literally letting other people borrow your crypto with an interest upon return. Don't get confused because there's a popular lending company called BlockFi. In actuality, BlockFi is centralized finance, not decentralized. Decentralized means that you're in full control of your own assets. You can move it wherever you want without needing approval. In BlockFi, when you give your crypto to them, you will have to wait at least 24 hours to withdraw it back and you need to get their approval. It's as if they own your crypto once you give it to them. And the current rates are not that appealing either, with around 7% only. So let me explain to you the three main benefits of using DeFi. The first one is higher rates. This will probably be always true that traditional finance will never beat DeFi in terms of higher rates. There are many reasons, but one of the biggest is there's constantly more money being thrown in DeFi and crypto in general. And this surplus of money needs to go somewhere, right? In fact, some organizations are literally giving away free money for people that use their applications. 30% lending rates are very common with DeFi, and some even offer up to 100%. How crazy is that? The second benefit is that you have full control of your money. The only person who can access and move your funds around is a person with private keys. And who are the people who have your private keys? Well, only you, as long as you don't share it with anyone. Even the government cannot take this away from you unless they force you to give away your public key. But until then, your money is safe with DeFi. The third and final part is that all DeFi loans are collateralized. In 2008, a big mortgage crisis happened because basically a lot of people took out housing loans but they're no way able to pay it back. So it became unsustainable very quickly until the bubble burst. Again, this will never happen with DeFi because of the collateralization. So for example, you want to borrow $100 worth of Ethereum. You cannot take out the loan unless you pay with an extra, say $120 first. This way, in case the prices get very low, your initial investment of $120 will still be received by the lender. And you cannot run away with your loan either and not pay back. In short, every crypto that gets loaned is backed by real money. We already made a video talking about this, but in short, this is being done if you want to exploit the different prices of various coins, especially the ones that are tied to the US dollars, like DAI or USDC. Moving on, the two biggest lending applications today are Avi and Compound. So if you are interested in crypto lending, you know where to start. The second way to make money that I will share with you is a process called providing liquidity. This is a bit riskier than lending, and I will discuss later as to why it is. But first, let me explain to you how stocks are sold traditionally. Say a buyer wants 5 stocks for $100. He just has to wait for a seller that is willing to match that price, and the deal is done. Well, in DeFi, they have pools of money, and if a buyer wants to buy tokens for $100, a special algorithm will do the math and compute for the best ideal offer. Then it's up to you whether you take the deal or not. And for each transaction, a buyer and the seller shall pay a fee. This fee is the secret to making money in DeFi. So what you do is to give your coins or tokens into the pool, And if someone trades for it, then the transaction fee goes to you directly. No questions asked. It's like lending in a way because you basically earn free money by just loaning your tokens. But there's a downside to providing liquidity that makes it a riskier option. It's called impermanent loss, wherein if one of your coins or tokens that you gave to the pool either goes way up in price, 100% or above, or goes way low, 25% or more, then you will not have made as much money if you have just instead held for it. So that's the major downside to this. There are 3 specific ways that you can provide liquidity. The least risky option is to provide liquidity to stable coins, or coins that are tied to the US dollar as its price. This is the safest because you can always be sure that your initial deposit will remain stable. So you can pool your Tether or USDC coins and make them trade around, and those trading fees will go to you directly. The second option, which is a little bit riskier, is to provide liquidity to strong assets, like Bitcoin and Ethereum. There's a great strategy wherein you deposit 33% stable coins, 33% Ethereum, and 33% Bitcoin. The Ethereum and Bitcoin combo is great since they are the 2 biggest coins in the world and there are just so many people trading for them. And the risk of them ever collapsing is less probable than some of the newer coins. But can still happen, so be careful. The third option is the riskiest, but at the same time can give you fees of almost 400%. You can provide liquidity to lesser known or newer tokens, the ones that are the most unstable. They are much riskier, so they incentivize people by giving away much larger fees. So if you're a maverick and a gambler, then this one's definitely for you. Now, the third and final way to make money with DeFi is called incentives and airdrops. This one's the simplest, but it can still be a bit tricky. First, let's imagine this scenario. You are in charge of advertising a blockchain network so that more people will use it. Well, you have some options in doing this. One is to buy a billboard on a highway and advertise the blockchain there. The problem with this is that most people are still not familiar with cryptocurrencies, so it might not be worth it. The same is true for buying ads on TV and radio. So a better option would be to target the internet users. That way, the chances of them being familiar with blockchains are much higher. So buying banner ads on websites is the way to go, right? Well, no. Because in 2017 and 2018, scammers exploited this where they just run ads for their scams, cash out once the price went up, then run away with the money. That's why most websites would not accept ads for blockchains. The answer might surprise you. It's the simplest yet most clever way to advertise a blockchain. What you do is take the advertising money and instead of buying a billboard or a TV spot, just give it away to the users. That way, they will get excited about the blockchain to the point that they will tell it to their family and friends. And you can easily prove that this marketing strategy is working because they have to use the blockchains to get the incentives. And this is how you can earn extra money in DeFi. It's like a company is the one that's giving you money by using their product. One blockchain called AVALANCHE had announced an incentive program that did this exact thing. Before, their total amount was worth $180 million. But with the help of this program, they are valued now at $720 million. Meanwhile, the Phantom Network has a different approach. Their money is being given to developers that create applications on the blockchain. Airdrops are a bit similar, but there's a matter of timing. Meaning they will give out the money for the users that use the blockchain before a specific date. This is what happened with the platform ENS. They launched a token that gave holders the power to vote on certain decisions. They decided that they will not sell these tokens. Instead, just look at the list of users that use the ENS platform before a specific date and then just give the tokens to them. So you can earn a decent amount of tokens by just being around and waiting for announcements. It can be as simple as that with DeFi, but there's a trade-off, of course. As more people get into the scene, these incentives and airdrops will become less frequent, obviously. Even the lending rates will certainly drop once more people come in. This is inevitable. That's why today's the best time to get into the action. That's it for now. We hope you learned about the different ways to make money with DeFi. Consider yourselves lucky that you get to learn about all of this when 95% of the total population is not even aware of cryptocurrencies. So this is the best time to research and invest in crypto. But that's just my opinion. Be sure to conduct your own research first. And investing your whole life savings to a market that's unstable as crypto is never worth it. So always be very cautious and skeptical. Well, that's all for now. This is Investment Tribe. See you again tomorrow. Keep in mind to like, share, and subscribe.